How you doing today, folks? Ralph Dickinson here along with my business partner Dan Lamb. We're going to continue to talk about if you have a cart or booth or a venue event, how to field questions and objections that may come down the pike when you're there at the booth. Today we're going to talk a little bit about if the person owns group health. How you doing today, sir? Can we interest you in a life insurance quote today? Rates have come down, may be able to save you some money.
Well, I'm not interested in it. I have it through my job. I have good insurance through that.
That's great. So they're covering you for 10 times your gross annual income?
No, that's like $50,000.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Is what we get.
Well, you know, a person should have 10 to 20 times their gross annual income because otherwise you'll never be able to replace your income because you're the breadwinner, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll never be able to replace your income for your family. Is that important to you?
Well, yeah.
You bet. Well, did you know there's a lot of times when we're quoting against insurance companies that are offered through the employer, a lot of times our rates are even better than theirs. Do you have a minute so I can go over a quote with you?
How long is this going to take? Just a minute?
Just a minute or two. Just going to quote you and compare the rate. Do you know what you're paying monthly?
Yeah.
You bet. Well, like I said, you should have 10 to 20 times your gross annual income to be able to replace your income. And most employer coverages aren't doing that. If they're giving you a good rate, then I will advise you to keep that. But that would just be icing on the cake because you should actually have your own private policy. Did you know that if you got fired or terminated or got sick and lost your job, you wouldn't be able to carry that insurance with you?
Really?
No, not at all. You can keep it on COBRA for 18 months, but you got to pay your full rate for it because the employer's not going to pay their portion any longer.
Well, I don't want to leave my wife too wealthy because then her boyfriend's going to end up with all my money.
Oh, how about that? Well, you know, if you're more worried about that than continuing on, you know, I always tell people don't worry about Sancho because he's not in the picture right now. Question is, do you want your kids to be able to attend a good college?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Do you want them to be able to finish school or be comfortable while they're getting their continuing education?
Well, yeah.
Well, then there's only one way you can do that if you're gone.